how to have a debate.
Kyle.
When people tell us don't go into Rafah, that's like telling the Allies, listen, don't go into Berlin, leave a quarter of the Nazi army intact.
God.
You know, that's...
Bro, how is Hamas like the Nazis? How? Someone tell me how. Right now in the comments, tell me how Hamas is like the Nazis, please. Because the Nazis had fucking tanks, they had airplanes, they had battleships, they had mass factories, they had a bunch of civilians, they had houses, you know what I mean? Like, bro, Gaza has nothing. Hamas is a fucking rebel group. They're like the fucking rebellion from Star Wars. They're like ragtag, poor-ass motherfuckers running with flip-flops with a fucking bazooka trying to blow up a crazy Markava tank. That's what Hamas is. They're poor fucks that are being oppressed, and therefore they rose up against their oppressor. They're like the Native Americans. But the Native Americans, right? They're literally like the Native Americans. Where the fuck is this Nazi comparison coming from, Benjamin Netanyahu? You stupid fuck, dude. You don't know shit. Stop comparing them to the Nazis.
But look, Netanyahu, what do you have to say? What do you have to say to Alex Jones right now, Nick Fuentes and Ye? It was bad. It was bad for Trump to meet with Nick and Ye.
Netanyahu, you suck.
That's ridiculous. You know, if we leave a quarter of the Hamas fighting terrorist battalions in place, they'll regroup, reconquer Gaza, and in fact, perpetrate once again what they vowed to do, which is to repeat the October 7th massacre over and over and over again.
Oh
You're
my
not
God.
killing Hamas. 92% innocent civilian kill rate. And by the way, don't let them fool you. They're doing it on purpose. They want to do an ethnic cleansing. They want to do a genocide. They are purposefully killing civilians. All this, Hamas, we're going to go after Hamas. You can't leave the Nazis. You're not even getting the bad guys.
Check your reaction to that.
Yeah, so this guy has been justifying the slaughter of Palestinians from day one. You have to understand something. In order for Israel to get peace, which should be the goal of its leaders and its citizens, and it is certainly of its citizens, but I don't know, definitely not its leaders at this point in time. You have to get the peace as you did with Egypt. With Egypt, there are no more bombs. You've had peace for over 40 years, and all of the doubters and all the right-wingers and all the warmongers told you, oh, Egypt will never listen. Egypt will keep trying to kill you. Egypt's going to try to kill all the Jews. But they didn't. The warmongers were lying to you, just like they're lying to you today. And why are they doing that? They're doing it because they want to remain in power. Netanyahu knows the minute that this war, and by the way, it's not just Netanyahu, it's also the leaders of Hamas. They should have taken a truce, a ceasefire earlier. They held it up on absurd grounds of not releasing the names of the hostages.
I'm sorry, but in all these negotiations, the sticking point for Hamas is we want a permanent ceasefire. In other words, fully stop the ethnic cleansing and the genocide.
Stop it, stop
But
it, stop it.
Netanyahu and the Israeli government are insistent on only a 6-week ceasefire, which means what? What happens after 6 weeks? Why would you make any deal where you're signing off on the further wholesale destruction of Gaza 6 weeks from now? So I don't even agree with him there. I think that's a little too harsh.
Peace is doing a peace deal.
Bitch
This
ass
endless
culero.
war and the endless occupation is going to prevent you from having a safe haven for Jews that you have desired and deserved all of these years.
What's funny is that Cenk has viewed himself as like sort of a pugnacious fire breather type. But you put him next to Rabbi Shmoolly, and he looks like
Yeah,
the
he's
most
insane.
calm, even-keeled,
Rabbi Shmoolly is
rational
crazy.
man you've ever seen, ever. So let me just show you. I'll show you a couple more real quick. But okay. So they go on to yell at each other. I think they start debating Candace Owens. It's not much of a debate. Cenk admits that some of the stuff Candace Owens said about Rabbi Shmoolly was anti-Semitic, but they get into all that stuff. At the end of the
It's so
interview,
funny when Cenk was like,
and I'm gonna
shut
get to this in a little
up!
bit. I have 2 mini clips for you before we get to this one.
Hey, he won't shut up!
It speaks for itself. Watch this.
Even if you think Hamas is in the hospital, which, by the way, the IDF has never proven that in any other hospital raid that they have done.
Raid.
Every
He
one
said
of their
raid.
piece of propaganda has turned out to be a lie. Disproven every single time.
Did you just say
But
hospital
even
raid?
if, hold on,
Did
can
you just
let
say
me
raid?
finish? Pierce, I gotta go.
Oh
Did
my
you
This guy
say
won't let
that
me finish
Jews
the
raid?
sentence.
Cenk says a hospital raid, and he goes, "Did you just say raid?
Raid?
Did you just say Jews?"
Yard?
Oh my God! Oh, this guy is a living cartoon.
There is no open air concentration camp. And what you just said, that Israel killed
12,000 children and they kill them all. Hamas uses them as human shields. They are their bulletproof vests. This is a blood libel. This is rank anti-Semitism that we have suffered for 2,000 years. And Cenk, if you're too afraid to debate me, next time say no, or at least read a Wikipedia page, for God's sake.
It's blood libel, according to Rabbi Shmoolly.
So if you hold up a child in front of me, right? You're holding up a child. I'm trying to kill you. I have a fucking machine gun, right? If I shoot through the child to kill you, even if I shoot anywhere near, that's bad. That is bad. You folks, that is a bad thing. Why are we, even if they're human shields, why are you shooting at the human shields? What is this? Ah! I'm going crazy. I am literally going crazy. I need to chill. Let's just finish this.
To point out that the IDF killed, now the actual number is 15,000 children.
Oh, I'm
in
trying to
Gaza.
buy
And
a
I think
camera
that's the
soon,
lowest,
guys.
even though that's the high one of the official numbers.
It's
that
gonna take
have
a
come
while
out.
though. Don't
We're
worry.
so far behind with the capacity to keep up with this stuff. But low number 12,000, high of 15,000, probably more than that. It's anti-Semitic and it's blood libel to point that out. All right, so now buckle up. The cringe meter is about to absolutely shatter. Piers Morgan asks, "What's your best-selling like sex toys?" To
Oh
Rabbi
my
Shmoolly's
God.
daughter, who runs a sex shop. Yeah, I know, guys. Like, what are we doing here? But guess what? My reaction, your reaction, they're gonna like try to bring Cenk into this conversation about the fucking sex toys with the father and daughter, and it is gloriously awkward.
Very
Watch this.
weird.
sexual experience to make it more exciting, to make sex more pleasurable, last longer. And she called me, my dad, and these products filth. One word to millions of people, filth. So
Look, I'm no Candace Owens fan, but it doesn't take an anti-Semite to say the father and daughter talking like sex shop shit.
That is filthy.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of filthy, isn't it?
wow, I forgot the question. What did you want?
Well, no, you answered the question. That's obviously one of your biggest selling lines.
Okay.
But Rabbi Shmoolly,
Just
I mean,
making sure I'm asking the question. I don't
Bro,
want
they're
to
both
get
Rabbi Shmoolly, just
crazy.
fine. I mean, do you think there is something unholy about this, or is sex the ultimate example of good holiness?
I think that sex is the ultimate form of validation because it makes you feel desirable. It makes you feel that even when you don't have the accoutrement
Literally the last thing any of us want is this motherfucker to talk about sex.
Yuck.
of Gucci or fancy clothing, that your very body, your essence is desirable. And the greatest, the tragedy of marriage today is the loss of erotic
Yo, look
Keep
at
your eyes on
Jake.
Cenk's face this entire
Look at
time.
Jake.
desire. It's where husbands and wives become best friends and they're no longer lovers. The average American marriage has sex 7 minutes a week, I kid you not, which includes the time the husband spends begging. 7 minutes of sex is not going to be enough for you to feel that you are more than the mother of children, but you're actually still a woman. But notice that medieval Christianity really thought that sex was only procreative and that sex is only to have babies. And she's always talking about that.
Oh my
But anyone who actually
God.
wants to feel that sex is fulfilling, that your erotic needs are catered.
Imagine talking like this with your daughter right there. That's mortifying.
By your
Okay.
wife, by your husband, so you don't have to go to Pornhub or anything like that. We are weaning people off of that, and we're saving
all right,
marriages.
final
And by the way,
question
I
on
want to say
this.
one final thing to all the
Oh
All right,
my
that's what I was asking. How
God!
much
Shut
money do you
up,
make from this?
Rabbi! Shut up!
Well, you know, not enough. The kosher sex book sold
Well,
very
Chana,
well.
you
25
know,
years ago.
obviously, you
But
run
I-
it.
but
So,
I- but-
Chana, how much money do you make?
No,
So
my
listen,
daughter knows.
this is
Hannah,
this is my company.
Yeah.
Hannah, how much do we make on
Like
kosher
that,
sex?
but
I got 9 kids, so I got to.
Rabbi Shmoolly, you can interrupt Cenk
God
and me.
willing,
You can't interrupt your own
millions and
daughter.
millions to help people.
Okay, I apologize.
Chana, how much money do you make?
Can I leave?
Yeah. You want me to tell you how much money I make?
Yes, from the sex stuff.
I mean, I make a living, thank God.
What, millions, or
I make a
what are we
good
talking
living.
here?
God
No,
willing.
no,
No, we're not in the millions yet.
I
No, we're not
can-
in the
I can
millions
say-
yet. God willing.
No, I can say clearly. I don't make anything from it. Zero, nothing.
Okay.
And Hannah's
Let me
Hannah
go-
is
let me go
building
to
a
Cenk.
company. and it's
Finally,
not-
Cenk.
It needs to grow, and this is great exposure. Thank
Okay,
you.
Cenk, we've talked a lot of
Oh my God,
controversial stuff
Cenk
and
wants
had
to
the biggest
die.
debate, as always, but can we end on a point of agreement here? Do you see anything in the
Cenk wants to die.
business it aligns to your world values?
I couldn't care less. I'm just mainly looking forward to leaving now.
Yes, he wants to leave.
Oh, no, I don't care about this topic at all. I don't care what he does with his dildos. I don't know what he wants to tell you.
Dildos.
Dildos. Where
We're
did
making
dildos
sex
come?
Sex toys. Yeah.
He's so uncomfortable. Look, anybody would be in this scenario. Oh my God.
holy and hot.
Where did
Holy and
dildos? Did
hot.
someone
I
say
don't
dildos?
know. I don't care.
Like you see, this is.
I don't know what you do.
Well,
I
why
don't
did you
care.
bring it up? Wait, Cenk, I just praised you for being one of those rare people who accuse Jews of
can I
genocide,
please leave?
who aren't
I
in the
don't
Jewish
know what
bedroom,
sex toys
and you
you
bring
sell.
up Jewish dildos?
Okay, we are going to
I don't know what sex toys you
Oh
sell.
my God.
we are going to release Cenk now.
Why are you
Cenk,
bringing
thank you
up
very
sex?
much indeed.
You know, this is the thing.
He just asked Cenk, why are you bringing up sex? He's doing everything he can to not talk about it and run away.
No, he wants to be.
Well, you know,
we got to leave it
can
there.
I answer my?
I'm gonna cut it off there. Oh my God,
that
poor
was
Cenk,
fun to
man.
do. That was fun.
Here-